Hello, my name is Melissa Moroz, and I'm a homeowner in the city of Victoria. Thank you to the committee, and thanks to all of those people who took the time to come out to speak to this important issue. I think it's kind of funny, one of the reasons we're here tonight is to talk about poo, because I have a 4-year-old daughter who's always talking about poo. And we have conversations between the two of us, sort of when is it not appropriate to talk about poo. So I say it's okay in the house, but not at school. So tonight she asked me where I was going, and like usual, I said a meeting. And she said, well, what are you going to talk about? And I said, poo. And her eyes were just like, whoa. Anyway, I'm not here just to talk about poo. I'm here to say something that I've said before, and I'm sure I'll say again. The interests of a private company are very different from the interests of the people in this community. When we make the decision to privatize, we hand over something that belongs to us to a corporation concerned with one thing: making money. In this handoff, our losses are huge. An area that I find particularly concerning is the increased inequality that results from these deals. I'm thinking of the business executives, the lawyers, and the stockholders that all line their pockets with money that could have otherwise been reinvested into our city's own needed infrastructure and services. When the inevitable clash surfaces between the interests of the private company seeking to maximize a profit and the interests of the people in the community trying to have a needed quality sewage treatment service, it's the lawyers that end up rich when the dispute is dragged through the courts. Personally, I would rather see the hardworking people of this community get paid a good wage for providing services to the public. I was thinking of this difficult decision that you all have to make and why many elected leaders before you have chosen the route of P3s. For some of you, I'm sure you thought it would be less of a headache to hand sewage treatment over to a private company. That way, when something goes wrong, you could point your finger at them and say, you know, it's their fault. However, I think there's great pride in doing something for yourself and owning it. Sure, we encounter some bumps in the road, but we can fix them. I think years from now, you will be applauded for having the courage to believe in our ability as a community to do something ourselves. Future generations won't have to bear the heavy costs associated with paying for a service that could have been done by us. The last thing we need right now is for yet another important part of our lives to be handed over to a company to control. Let's keep our shit in-house. Sorry, I had to do one. I urge you to make the right decision and keep sewage treatment public. Lastly, I want to say that it's an honor to speak before the one and only Kim Matten, who has worked so tirelessly and hard to make this issue one that we're all so intimately familiar with now. So here's a woo-hoo to Kim.